I had an incoming call. If I ask you what's in this drawer, how do you say plural for drawer? Would it not be drawers? So if I ask you what's in my drawer, you're probably not sure you can guess. But if I tell me what's in my drawer with a plural like drawers, you would have the answer. I have the right to know. Do you have the right to know? You're coming here for lunch. I'm inviting you for lunch, and you're asking me what's in the food. Do you have the right to know? Sure, you have the right to know. You could be allergic. I'm going to get into the car with you. I know this person has a lot of speeding tickets. I want to know if you're going to drive dangerously with me. And then they don't. Do you have the right to say something to them? If you get into a car and somebody's not driving properly, now, what is properly? A, speeding, not stopping at red lights and stop sign, that's danger to you. Whether they drive stop and go is another story. I have the right to know. I have the right to know when I take a look over how much gas is in the car. I have the right to know. If I tell you I'm going to do something, do you have the right to know how I'm going to do it? If I tell you before, that's one thing. If I tell you during, I say nothing, just that it's doing and you know it's doing. If you're looking for an end result, do you have to know how we get to the end result? Sometimes yes, sometimes not. Sometimes knowing and sharing is just more that needs to be done that cannot be explained. If everybody knows, everybody watches the ball going around and around and around. You know. Now, what is the ball doing when it's going around? Is there an electronic force inside the ball as it turns around? Is it forcing everything else to turn around? You know, that's a thing that you have to get a bearing on, right? And how do we know it's not changing in the other direction, universal joint? At the same time, we could have posi traction that runs into the differential. To differentiate what you should know, what you know, but you don't know enough, so you ask when you already know it all. But because you just want to be a pig about whatever's going on, you have to know, and you make it the fault of anybody else because you want to know it all. You want to know everything so you can take advantage of the situation. I have the right to know. In some cases, you already know it all, and you don't have the right to know anymore. Just because I own the gas station doesn't mean I have to pump your gas. People work there that'll pump your gas. You already know. So what else do I have the right to know? Oh, as I've been working this weekend, I got all that done. Yeah. The dark room. So where else can I take this video? I wanted to change this video to talk about something else. I'm going to be doing a design in my bedroom. I'm not sure where I should start off this video. How does it come out when I do this? Does it come out all backwards? 101011212. That is the numeric value for numbers in Mercury. A system that I made up. I must refine it, and I'd like to refine it the same way they have. Believe it or not, there was 2 movies that came out. One was about the German war, about how they decoded, and they used basically almost just alike, different, another piece in the ancient times, a gear, a gear, a gear, a gear in the back. Imagine how gears work, how a watch works. It's amazing. The story to life, our existence, how and why things are in the places they are according to the astrological signs, the zodiac signs, what do you call those? Pegasus and the Big Bear. What do you call those? And I can't pause this tape to think. The constellations? Is that what it is? Constellations, not just the constellations. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy things out there. We did this. I was looking at this. And this is what I'm coming out to do my next video, because this is so exciting. You know what? I happen to be the luckiest guy on earth, person, or one of them, or actually just because my leg is in bad shape and my shoulder's in bad shape and my pocketbook ain't too good. I like what my head knows in certain games people play in the thing that I do in my hobby. Although I'd like to know a whole lot more. I'd like to know physics and science and biology, and I'd like to know it all. If I can live to 5,000 years old, I can put 20 years here and 20 years there and 20. Sometimes some people just know it all because they're connected. Right to Matrix System Knowledge Science Center. Now, which matrix is it? The Urantia matrix world. Interchanging between matrix and imperial. Imperial Royale. The blue. Why Imperial Royale? Where all of a sudden do I get these numbers, and why did I switch this? Is it the schizophrenia, bipolar, ADHD, whatever you want to nominate me for? How did I switch it? It's like a watch. Okay? Every gear is different, and in between gears. Blue and red world for the blood, and the blue electric and the red blood that flows, the iron. Purple and blue run together. Blue and red equaling to this life that we live. The Urantia world matrix, where the molecules in the air change them. Put them into me, and I'm like a freaking computer. How boring would that be to know the answer to everything? Well, wait a second. The answer is one thing. Understanding the answer is something else. Being able to put to use the conformity of that creation, because you have the answer. How did they build it? What did they melt? What did they cut out of the ground? Did they replace the tree to get the lumber, to take the machine that somebody built, to cut the piece of lumber to the size that you need with a measuring stick that somebody built? To get the piece of wood to the blueprints to the size of the place of the house that somebody dug in the ground, that somebody put down the solage, that a cement truck came down, put a solage, or we built it in the bush. So we had to make the land even. We had to cut down the trees. Then we need to understand that the water from the lake didn't run up onto the land. If you want to go back to the early age, better off being off the lake. You're not out of water. Good place for the cattle. Maybe we need some rope to make sure none of the animals run away. Maybe we shouldn't be eating the animals that we grow. Maybe the animals that we grow already have that spirit connected to them. And maybe the spirit was turned up and turned down, and it hurts them more to die now than it did before. But if we came into that world that was created for this, remember, they don't make it perfect. Not even for Matrix. How can you enjoy? No, we'd be like robots. Raphael, 7286. Thank you for watching this video.